In the last couple of videos, we've tried a ton of different things in fixing this M3. Nothing has worked, but we have made a lot of progress. All the things we replaced are things that needed to be done regardless. As you guys can see, the wires were completely corroded. It was bad. The DME was fried. It was burnt. But now we're gonna try another thing that could have been causing the issue the whole time, and we didn't even know. We're fixing the servo motor and the eccentric shaft, and now I'm headed to BMW to pick up a servo motor because my buddy has the eccentric shaft, and then we're gonna be installing that. We're hoping this is the final fix into getting it back on the road, out of limp mode, out of being stuck in second gear when it's in drive. We're hoping this is the fix. This is not gonna be cheap, but we are still in a good margin for it still being the cheapest M3. Yo, that's clean, man. We're at the BMW dealership. Look at that, dude. Boom, we got the servo motor, and now bro's gonna bring the eccentric shaft, and let's hope this fixes the M3, man. If we can get this thing driving as soon as possible, that'll be so fun, man. I've literally never driven an M car before. But right now, the current state, as you guys have seen, we had to take out the whole valve cover, all this, including the injectors to get to the eccentric shaft and the servo motor. And to put those back on, we had to get these little things here, literally metal rings. And for 5 of these metal rings, plus little plastic pieces too, we paid $300. How ridiculous is that? But it has to be done. And then we're gonna put those back on the injectors, put all this back together, put the new battery in, and then hopefully we'll be able to, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want to push our luck. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say anything too crazy. Let's just get it done and we'll see what happens. The countless hours put into this M3, we are hoping that this will be the final fix. It's a matter of replacing the servo motor and then putting everything back together. All right, guys, this is where we are starting the M3 / hopefully finishing it. Ethan, what are we doing today?
We are changing the injector seals into the couplers, installing them, and then testing it out. Seals right here have to be replaced once you remove them, and the couplers are one-time use as soon as you remove them, so we'll cut these off and put the new ones on.
So the $300 we spent on those little rings, it's actually getting put to use. And then we'll put all the other bullshit back on. Change out the battery because we got our new lithium battery as well. And then we're gonna start it up and cut out this run. No, I'm not gonna say shit, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing, man. In Ethan's hand is a fuel injector. This basically injects fuel into the engine of your car. Once you take them out, you have to replace the metal seals. Now is a matter of putting everything back together. That right there that they're moving is the valve cover. Sometimes the gaskets on these will leak and cause oil to go in your engine bay, and that would be called a valve cover gasket leak. We put the valve cover back on, and thankfully there was no leaks. That right there is the fuel rail that goes over top of the valve cover and connects to each individual injector, and that's the reason you're able to get fuel into your engine. We then plugged the coils back in, put on the charge pipes. We fit the intercooler back on and plugged in all the coolant hoses. And now that the eccentric shaft and servo motor's done, we're just, yeah, look at this guy. It's just a matter of putting it all back together and then starting the car up. Apparently the servo motor eccentric shaft can pull a lot of power from the car. That's why a lot of the voltage goes. I mean, I'm sure the bad wires and everything as well were part of it, but we're hoping this could be the final fix until we get it back on the road. Now, obviously there's still some cosmetic things, like the left side taillight doesn't work and the fenders are completely wrong. They are actually M4 fenders. We need M3 fenders. But next video on this car, we do have a full exhaust system that'll be going on the M3 already. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. All right, guys, we got everything back together. This could be it. The M3 could be out of limp mode, out of second gear. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too out of myself, but all the stuff's back together. The eccentric shaft, servo motor's done. Ethan's gonna clear the codes right now. So let's hop in the car with him and see what's happening. Wow, this thing has power again. How crazy is that? Oh, she's on. She's on. Oh my God. All right, how many codes are there?
Do you want to read the codes, or should we erase them first?
Read them first, read them first. No, erase them.
Yeah.
Because they have all the same ones.
Yeah, so, yes. All right, grab everybody, because it's ready to start.
Okay, we're gonna find out if it's out of limp mode and gear 2. Start her up. Nice. That's loud, man. Look. What? First gear! It goes in first gear! Doing good?
Come on now.
It goes in first! It goes in first! Wait, do we still have codes? Fuck. And, okay, wow. So it goes in first now. It never went in first before. Actually, it did once, but like, then it went back to second.
It smells like burning oil, too.
It smells like it's burning oil?
I think it's just excess shit that's run off from taking off the valve cover. So
Probably true, yeah. I'm gonna start moving some shit out of the way so we can that way we can drive this shit out soon. Yo, if we can drive this tonight, that'll be crazy. We still have a lot of bolts we haven't put back in. That might not be it.
Okay, ready?
Wait. All right, give her.
You have the brake light on,
Okay.
which means your pads probably need to be replaced.
Okay, that's fine. It's been sitting for a year. That makes sense.
Have first gear.
We have first gear, so we can try driving it tonight.
Yeah, you can drive it tonight. Yeah. Have zero traction though.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, this traction control doesn't work.
We don't need traction.
Oh, drive frame malfunctions.
Oh, fuck.
Still in
Actually.
mode.
I don't think so. I think you might. Well, because you also have a boost leak because of that one J clip, right? But like, it sounds way better. Okay, I'm reading the codes. We still have 7 ECM.
Still 7, but how many? We had 35 codes before.
Okay, so engine codes are oxygen sensors, charging pressure control, exhaust camshaft sensor B, electrical circuit shorted, wheel speed sensors. Okay, wheel speed sensors will be why your diff and shit are going off. Sounds way better, bro.
It sounds so much better. Should we try driving it now?
I mean, it has no coolant, but you definitely can.
Let's top up the coolant, no?
I mean, the only thing is because we're gonna have to take some stuff apart again to like clean it up. This was all kind of just mocked up so we could get to this point.
Should we drive it down the road though to see first?
I mean, yeah, you guys can. Just don't rip it, but you can drive it.
All right, here we go. First time driving it?
Down the
Okay,
block.
wow, this is fucking insane.
We have no plate on. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying
That's
just go
fine.
down the block.
Be careful, bro. It's mad low.
It's loud, bro. You have to the jumper.
Sounds like shit.
Loki does sound like shit, but it shifts fine. It does shift fine.
S55.
Dude, we're driving it, bro. What the fuck? Dude, this is insane, man. It drives. The alignment's good too.
Give it a little bit of beans too, so that we can see like if you're building boost. Give it some gas. Yeah, we're not building.
Yeah, it kind of feels.
It definitely has a boost leak still.
Feels
Yeah, well,
really
we know it
freaking
does.
slow. Damn, dude, it drives though, man.
Why are you using signals? You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, you're in a
My bad,
BMW,
fuck.
sir. We have a boost leak because of the J clip on the throttle body. I think maybe the inlet and outlet are giving us a boost leak too, so we'll just like, secure those more, clear everything, do adaptations, and then we'll go from there. And then we should be good.
Shit, dude, we drove it. It doesn't get stuck in second gear now though. That's insane, bro. And we gotta top up the coolant as well. We weren't able to go too far. How much coolant do you think we had in the car?
None.
None?
None.
We had none. All right, boys, so we need a charge pipe, wheel speed sensor, coolant, and I think we're good to go. We'll have this thing driving tomorrow. All right, boys, well, we got the M3 driving. We haven't actually taken it on the main road yet. We'll be doing that at some point, but we are going to flash this to stage 2. It does currently have a boost leak, so we don't really get any boost. We did take it on the road over there, as y'all saw, but now we're gonna flash this to stage 2. We're getting some charge pipes to fix the boost leak, and in this video, you will see us rip this car later on, so make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe if you're new. What are you guys doing right now? You guys are flashing the car?
BM3.
Hopefully this goes well, guys. What did you guys do? Oh, that sounds like shit. Wow, that's pretty loud.
Let me fucking hear that. Rev that shit.
Hey, you want me to rev it?
Oh my goodness, man. Holy shit. In the meantime, we're gonna do a little rev battle between the GTR, the M3, and my boy's 335i. Let's hear how these sound, and you guys can judge in the comments which one wins.
Go for it.
That hurt my ears, I'm gonna be honest. That genuinely hurt my ears. You got mocked, buddy.
Yeah, well,
You got mocked.
I gotta straight pipe it again.
All right, now GTR's turn. I'm gonna be honest, bro, GTR's still better. Anyways, guys, let me know which car you guys think sounds the best out of these three. Even though we couldn't really drive the M3 because we still had no boost, we decided to wash the car. It was time to make it look semi-decent. Washing this car for the first time honestly felt amazing. After all the hard work, there was no point of cleaning the car because it was just gonna get dirty again. But after cleaning the car, it almost feels like seeing light to the tunnel. It's as if we're preparing to be able to drive this car on the road. All right, guys, we are maybe finishing up the M3 today. We got all the final potential parts we need.
How many times have you said that, Colin? We're finishing up the M3
Probably
today.
a couple times. We got the J pipe, we got the charge pipes, We got the wheel speed sensor, and these are all about to go in the car. Right now the car is a boost leak and it needs a wheel speed sensor, so there's a diff code for the wheel speed sensor. So hopefully this is gonna fix it all, and then we'll be able to have boost and actually drive this car. So this could be the final stretch, and then we can start actually modding the car. All right, so we're taking off each charge pipe, and then we have to get to the bottom one, so we're probably gonna have to take off the intercooler again. We're also changing the PCV because I think there's a hole in it.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
So we got one charge pipe off so far, and then we're really hoping this will fix the car. Wow, the intercooler is already off. I did that really quickly, didn't I?
That's fucking insane, dog.
Honestly, this had to have been the third or fourth time we've taken off the intercooler. Here's the new J-pipe that we needed to attempt to fix the boost leak. We're really hoping this ends up working. Here are the old charge pipes, and here are the brand new charge pipes. They definitely look a lot nicer, and hopefully it helps the car quite a bit. It didn't take too long to uninstall and reinstall them, maybe about an hour. All the new charge pipes are in. Now we just have to do the wheel speed sensor, clear all the codes, and then take it for a drive, and hopefully we have no more boost leak. We're gonna start it up. We just replaced the charge pipes. You guys ready?
I'm gonna put it in here.
That was a good startup. Misfiring. I think that's the stage 2 bullshit tune, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't doing that before. That sounds bad.
It could be your spark plug cap.
Alright, let's do the wheel speed sensor and then we'll clear all the codes. For the wheel speed sensor, it looks like this thing's gonna need some brakes. That's pretty bad. There's the old sensor and there's the new sensor. She clicked in.
Yeah.
Beauty. Now we're gonna put it back in and then start it up, clear all the codes, see if we get boost from the charge pipes. It would start. Wait, I swear we lost some code.
You did, you lost the traction.
Oh yeah, we lost the traction and the ABS light. Let's go.
But the ABS.
No more drivetrain.
Huh?
No more drivetrain.
No more drivetrain malfunction?
No.
No way, it's gone. Dude, let's go.
But we need to clear the codes, really.
Yeah, we do gotta clear the codes, true. So we
What
gotta
the-
clear the codes. And hopefully, I'm not even gonna say anything. All right, boys, now we're taking the car for a spin to see if it builds boost. That sounds insane though.
The turbos are toast or what?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it would be turbo. I mean, it could, but I don't know. Loud and slow, baby.
Damn.
Loud and slow.
That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, that did not solve the problem. So the car is still not building any boost, and hopefully the turbos aren't blown. So right now we have a ton of like smoke. What do you think it could be potentially? There's a lot of different things.
Potential turbos. Potential turbo seals, PCV. Too many options.
Nice, man, nice. So there's still no power, no boost. Well, there's power, there's no boost. So last night, guys, we replaced the charge pipes, what we thought was a boost leak on the car. We replaced the wheel speed sensor, so the ABS light's gone at least. But now the car still doesn't have boost, and there is some smoke coming out the back and stuff, which is a problem. Some people said the turbos, but it's not constant smoke. My other buddy said it could just be the Valvetronic / the servo motor we replaced isn't programmed in yet. Could be that, could be the turbos. We aren't sure yet. If you guys have any suggestions or have worked on these cars before, let me know. I know you guys have been a great help in the comments and have helped diagnose some of this car. So hopefully we'll be able to figure out the smoke issue. We're not fully sure right now. It's unfortunate because it seems like new issues just keep popping up as we get things fixed, but we went from 35 codes initially, now down to like 10 maybe. How many codes do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 codes left, actually? Okay, well, we have 4 codes left, so we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. So if you guys haven't subscribed, I'll catch you boys in the next one. Anything you want to see done in this car, once we get it fixed, let me know as well. Have a great day, boys. Peace.